let's quickly talk about Lando Norris. Good start off the line, but when you're jostling with Max Verstappen in the first couple of corners, you do have to kind of have your head screwed on a little bit tighter than usual. And going for a move around the outside of turn two isn't always the wisest thing when you've got someone who is more than willing to put their elbows out. You know, Lando last season had this knack of losing positions off the line, and this season it feels like losing positions after turn one because of ambitious moves, I would say. Um, if he just tucked in behind Max, do you reckon he would have won today's race?
No, because he would have been swamped by the people behind him. He had to. It was an open door. He had to go through it. But my God, does he treat Max like the hind legs of a donkey now? And with good reason. But to be honest, like that was fair. I mean, I'm sure we'll get on to Max, but that was fair enough from Max. You know, like that was, if you look at it, he's had a snap of oversteer going into turn two, and then he's kind of just slid out towards Lando. And Lando from where Lando is, from initially when I first saw it, I thought, you know what, that's hard racing. That's a little bit on the dirty side from Verstappen, but it's hard. It's lap one. You've got to defend your position. He knows that's likely his only chance to win the race, to keep the lead for as long as possible. And I thought, well, that's kind of fair, but a little bit hard. But then I saw the Lando Norris on board, and then I was like, well, it looks like, I know this isn't what happened, but it looks like Verstappen is forcing him out with absolutely no consideration whatsoever for trying to allow him space. And then he's thinking he's going to put me into the wall. So he backs out of it for self-preservation reasons. I think if you don't go for that gap, and I'm not going to sound like one of those people, if you don't give forget me, no race. No, I'm not saying that. That kind of position, you're it's turn one. You've got your axle very slightly ahead going into the goal. Yes, you're on the outside, but you are completely alongside. It looks like you're getting space. You've got a long wide corner, but then the other guy pushes you out, and you've got to go for it. If you don't, then you've got these other guys right behind you, Anselli and Piastri. They're right there. They're going to swamp him if he backs out of that earlier and just tucks in behind. He has no idea what the race pace is like at that Red Bull at that point. So I just don't think it was. If he's not gone for it, he's going to get criticised anyway, isn't he? He's going to be like, "Oh, Piastri would have got it. Look at Monza. Piastri would have gone for that, absolutely." And so I think he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for this one, which is why initially didn't get it in the end for me. Initially, I thought maybe driver of the day because that wasn't his fault and his comeback was phenomenal. He was probably the quicker McLaren driver, shading it today over the course of the race and over the weekend, to be honest. So I don't think he's got anything to worry about for the championship. I'm not saying he's won it by any stretch. He's got a really hard task to try and overcome Oscar Piastri, but he's got the pace. And at the moment, he's got the fastest car. So all he's got to do is maximize more often than Piastri. And at the end of the year, he will be world champion. So, but that's the hard bit. He's got to maximize more often than Oscar Piastri. And that's going to be hard.